Hey guys, Wise Gamer here, bringing you a brand new video for this week. This time we're taking an indie game review of Scrap Mechanic, and really it's more of an early preview. I probably will do an update to this as the game continues, but right now the game is in early access. It was just released on the 20th, I believe, so just a couple days before this recording. I've been playing it for quite a bit now, and I want to tell you my thoughts of where it is right now, and like I said, do more of a preview type of review instead this time. So let's go ahead and get started. So Scrap Mechanic game has been on the top list of Steam. It's been featured on Kotaku, Yogscast is doing series on it, a bunch of other big YouTubers are doing stuff on it too, and it really is a lot of fun, but it also has a lot of potential and a lot of work that needs to be done too. It is a very, very early version that I'm playing at the time of this video, again, just days after the early access release on Steam, so please, if you're watching this in the future, take that into consideration. And I do want to say up front, I do recommend the game. I think it's definitely worth it. Whether you want to get it now or you want to wait till there's more stuff in the game is up to you, but I think the price tag of $20 is totally worth it. I'll have all the links down below. With that being said, let's get started. So basically in Scrap Mechanic, currently in the build there is survival mode only. There's also going to be, creative mode only. There's going to be a survival mode as well, where it looks like basically like you scavenge for parts and stuff like that. There's going to be like, I believe I was reading there's going to be like robots across the planet that you have to like destroy and attack, and they're going to try to attack you and stuff, possible PvP, things like that. But in the moment it's just creative mode only. You can have multiplayer, which is really cool as well, which means that people can go on there and you build stuff together. So creative mode, think like creative Minecraft or creative of other game types where you have access to every item. Right now there's around like I'd say around 40 items you can put in the game. They're planning on over 100 different building materials and different ways to do things, and really the game is all about putting together these different pieces to build something really cool. I'm not the best builder, and that's part of the problem in a way I think with this game too. I'm building like a very simple car in the video you're seeing here. They give you a manual that tells you how different things work. They give you a manual that like visually shows you almost like a Lego instruction booklet on how to build something works. They have things like these joints that will swivel and let you do things like turning wheels left and right for steering, or have a door swivel open and close. And the dev has really good videos on like a house that transforms completely to reveal like hidden stairs, and then transforms into a car that actually moves, like wheels pop out and all this different stuff. It's insane. Really cool stuff, but at the same time you look at it and it's like, well, as cool as that stuff is, for me, which I considered myself a somewhat okay builder, I mean, maybe not really good, but an okay builder, there's a lot of stuff that is left to like be desired right now also. So basically in the game right now, again, the only thing you can do is build stuff, and pretty much what most people are building are vehicles. They're building crazy cars, some type of like jets and stuff like that too, because there's like these jet engines, so they make like some type of aircraft. Some people have gotten creative and made like a platform with the jets on it, so it makes an elevator. Or they've made, like I said, like houses and stuff like that with like automated opening and closing of doors and opening of like hidden storage rooms and stuff like that too. So that stuff's all cool. It's just kind of a cool way to kind of get your feel for the game right now. And that part alone is fun. I mean, I've put in maybe 10 hours of it just playing that in the few days that it's been out. But the part that it's lacking in that sense is that right now there's a lack of symmetry in items, and you'll hear almost every YouTuber that's into building something somewhat creatively that looks nice complain about it. So the game has a very heavy physics base, so things like weight distribution on a car, for example, keep it from tipping over and stuff like that, or how fast it accelerates. If there's a lot of weight in the back and it accelerates really fast with no weight in the front, it'll lift up the front end and flip over. So there's a very heavy play for physics, so you want to have symmetry, right? That's how you balance out things in life, where you have, an equal weight in the front as there is in the back. We still want it to look nice, and unfortunately there's a lot of things like the driver's seat, for example, is 4 blocks wide, or it's like takes up 2 blocks, and then there's a half a block on each side that it takes up 2 for the model. Now you can't draw half a block, so that means that your base for your driver's seat would have to be 4 blocks wide if you're going to have a single seat on the car like what mine showed is. So I mean, there's no middle to that, so if I wanted to put like a hood ornament, I gotta put 2 now in both middle spots, because there's no actual middle. You can't place in between that 1 block space type thing. And then you have things like giant pipes that are like a circular shape, so it's kind of like a 4 block area, but it's really a little bit more than that because the circular shape overhangs on the 4 blocks, so you have to do kind of a weird shape thing there, and you'll see as you build stuff in the game that things don't always line up right because of that. There's also some other issues right now that I'm having. For example, I was trying to build a motorcycle, and like when I messed up on one part and I wanted to detach like let's say like the last couple things I built or something like that, and then I reattached them, sometimes the game didn't keep those items attached. It's really hard to describe, but like there's anchor points basically, how they attach things. So if you build up from one side and then you build up from another side and connect them in the middle, sometimes the game doesn't actually connect those pieces, and they'll just kind of swing around and fall over and stuff like that, like they never touched. It's really weird. There's some issues too with like I feel like sometimes like I was building out like an arm that my leg was going to stand on for a tire, and I wanted to change out one piece on that arm, but because I deleted that one piece that's a connector joint for everything else, I had to destroy everything extended from that and then rebuild it all from scratch. And that's just another annoying part right now, where, you know, I guess maybe it's because I'm used to like a Minecraft type thing where blocks float and stuff, which isn't realistic physically, but it just makes things building easier. It's like, I want you to stay and put for now. So it's kind of weird how that works out, and I kind of want to see what they do there, if there's going to be an improvement or not. I feel like it's going to be a complaint of many people. Audio wise, I mean, the sound's great, the visuals are great, the graphics are amazing. You can go first person, third person. When you're driving, you're third person, but you can go into first person view as well. Everything looks great. There's kind of like a fading like blur effect that happens if it's very far away, and all the gameplay you're seeing, by the way, is at full resolution. Everything's on like high or ultra, whatever the highest setting was. I was able to run all of that fine. Now, when there are multiple people in the area, I didn't get any footage of it myself, because what happens is it actually can lag if there's too much going on. I know there's some people like Stump, for example. They did 4-player co-op, 4 people in one area, all driving cars with like engines and stuff rotating, all this different stuff. And with that, it actually got a little bit crazy and hectic. You'd see some frame rate stutter and stuff like that on their gameplay. I don't know what type of rigs they have, but just, you know, if you think that they have an average or a little bit above average and they saw that stutter, we might see that on the regular average consumer side as well. So it's just something to think about. Again, audio wise, there's some really cool sound effects and things like that too. Like, you really get that sound of engines starting up and running and kind of puttering around, and like rockets that, you know, shoot off. You can feel that and everything too. Outside of that, really the replayability is great as well. Having multiplayer involvement in a survival or a creative mode is just amazing, and I think there's going to be a lot more that comes in the meantime. As it is right now, I keep going back to the game to find more about like how I can build something, or I have it set in my mind I want to build the Batman Dark Knight motorcycle from the Dark Knight movie, and I've been trying to figure out how to get the steering to work. I built the bike, it balances decently, it goes forward and back. I just can't figure out how I want to get the steering down. I tried making a pod racer that had like jet engines on the bottom with sensors that would turn on automatically to make it hover, and things like that are really cool builds. I just haven't been able to figure out exactly how to do it, and it's partly because the game's a little hard to figure out how the mechanics work, but once you do, you can make some really awesome things. So I encourage you to check out the developer. He has some amazing videos on some stuff you can build. I can't even imagine how long it took them to build some of that stuff, and really I think just follow the game. If you want to get it now, you can. You're not going to regret it. But you might want to wait till a sale, or maybe just when there's more content in the game too, you can do a little bit more. That being said though, guys, I still recommend it. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll have all the links down in the description. Go and leave a comment what you think about Scrap Mechanic 2. It's been one of the top games on Steam since it came out. Let me know if you've played it, what you think as well. Hope you guys have a great day though. Check out my other indie game reviews as well, and we'll see you again Wednesday and Friday for 2 more.